What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to FudgeMuppet. It's Scott here with another Elder Scrolls 6 discussion, all about perks, and particularly the boring perks in Skyrim. As we know, all the weapons, the one-handed, archery, two-handed, they all had these kind of boring perks, which is, 5 out of 5 damage at the start. Bladesmen, swords do more critical damage, or axes add bleeding damage, stuff like that. And even the magic perks were kind of boring for the most part. Look at the destruction tree. It's novice through master, you get a cost reduction. Augmented flames, shock, and frost, you just get 50% more damage. There's a lot of perks that aren't very interesting, and what I would like to propose for Elder Scrolls 6 instead is that we go back to Oblivion style, where you sort of auto-unlocked benefits based upon your skill level. So at 50 you get like a journeyman perk, or at 75 you get the expert perk. These wouldn't be included in the perk trees, but they just sort of happen like behind the scenes. So when you do get 75 destruction skill, all of a sudden all expert spells are halved in cost. But the reason I would want this instead is because it would allow for more room for far more interesting perks in the perk trees, specializing in cryomancy, specializing in necromancy, but truly having unique effects that are very particular, so you can get into a very specialized field. For instance, you could have an archery tree that's all about really long shots, really strong, powerful shots, and maybe there's perks that unlock knockdown and stunning or more damage over distance, like the Ordinator Overhaul, stuff like that. Or then you could have a whole archery tree that's based on very close range, quick firing, disarming, stuff like that. If you look at the Ordinator Overhaul, it's a very good example of what I'm talking about, because it canned a lot of the boring damage perks and just, it does more critical, it does more this. I mean, sure, you need some of those, but there were quite a lot, and we could do without them. Like truly unique effects. Imagine two-handed side power attacks unlocked, or there's even a jump power attack, or more unique game-changing effects. Pyromancy allows you to spread flame on the ground with any spell. You could specialize in illusion and get a perk that's like Invisibility Master or something, and that actually allows you to remain invisible while interacting with things. Maybe even a whole illusion tree that's dedicated to using people as thralls and directly controlling them, but then another that's completely all about frenzying and fear and making them attack each other and run away and that kind of thing. You could have a whole alteration tree that's sort of based around the self and just altering, your shields, or altering your skill levels or stuff like that, whereas you could have an opposite alteration skill tree, which is far more exterior based, and it's all about the paralyzers and the telekinesis and that kind of thing. Imagine a whole telekinesis tree that really allows you to make a telekinesis build and specialize in telekinesis. So in essence, what I'm saying is, instead of having to waste perk points and time to get those perk points and just putting them into 5 out of 5 one-handed so you can just be as good as everyone else, because these are perks that you need if you want to use one-handed in the long run. Instead, scrap that part, put everyone on an even footing, but then offer unique abilities that truly make your character far more unique. Specialize in katanas or war axes, or specialize in dual wielding, but not just the two perks that we got, like power attacks do 50% more damage. The perk that makes you go faster was kind of cool, but what about a unique power attack that actually allows you to do a 360 flurry and kill everyone? A standing power attack, instead of just going forward, allows you to do a 360 flurry and hit everyone around you. You get the gist of what I'm saying. I mean, it's got to the point where I'm just listing off examples, but basically what I'm saying is, let's bring some far more unique, game-changing perks that allow you to be more specialized as a build, as a character. You're far more interesting and unique compared to other characters, instead of having to dump essentially 5 levels and 5 perk points into just getting 100% more damage. Boring ass perks is essentially what I want to get rid of. But Bethesda will do as they do, so it's not up for me to decide, but it is nice to think about. But if you do like more Elder Scrolls 6 discussions and discussions about all those kinds of things, do subscribe and like the video if you do enjoy these discussions. And also, you can always carry the discussion on further with us on Snapchat and Twitter, and those links are in the description, so I suggest you go check these out. I will see you next time with another video of some sort.